Hello there, Kalamazoo. And of course, it's being awkward.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Oh yeah. This one I think just hates me, and it always has hated me. So I'm gonna scoot over here.
There we go. Nicer mic.
Oh
Nicer
yeah.
mic.
Oh yeah. Definitely. So I'm here. This is DJ Bert Flowers. I've been here for about 3 years. So nice to meet you guys. If you've never been here on my show, you're listening to 89.1 WIDR Kalamazoo, your only source for radio evolution. Today we have a special guest.
Hi, I'm TinTin's, guys.
He is a local artist here from Kalamazoo, and he just likes doing stuff.
Yeah, that stuff is my favorite thing to do. Top 3 for sure.
Top, at least top 3.
Right.
So, do you have anything you'd like to mention to everyone before I get right into this good old groove here?
Yeah, I guess. Well, I'm an artist based out of Kalamazoo, originally from the east side. Got a single, Alone, that's out now on Apple Music, all streaming platforms. And yeah, I like music. I like my friends. I like here. I don't like the snow so much.
Oh yeah, no. I don't think anyone really does.
No, okay, so I used to, but then I got like less fat and less insulated, so like now cold is just not my friend at all.
Yeah, I never had the advantage of really being insulated.
Yeah, no, you should try it. Especially if you're in a cold environment like this.
Right, I hope that I don't have to do that and I can leave here one day.
Right. Yeah.
It's more like purgatory.
Yeah. Basically, yeah.
So how long have you been doing music?
I've been doing music officially for about like 3.5 years, but you know, always been around music, and like we talked about. I've been like since I was like 8, 9, played the saxophone for like 8 years, and like was in church choirs and regular choirs, and was in a rap group with my friends in high school that was not that good at all, very bad. But like I've always found myself.
It's experience.
Yeah, right. Yeah, bad experience is still experience.
Like I did middle school band, and that was
that's the roughest time ever.
The kids already don't like you, and then you're playing the clarinet, and they're
exactly,
and they want to beat the crap out of you.
Right, I know, just blaring bad notes in the house. I know how that goes.
So, what has influenced you to do what you've been doing now?
Well, pretty much, music just gives me like a lot of, freedom to be myself, which is something I haven't, gotten from life in general, or just just the way things are structured. A lot of people, not just me, feel like they have to, cater to certain roles or do things that like they don't necessarily have to do in order to succeed. And music gives me an outlet to be 100% authentic in myself, and I also want to reach people, use my music platform to reach people that might need a helping hand, or that have issues that they're dealing with. That's like the main thing I want to do with my music, is kind of cater to people, whether it's like intersectionality or mental health, just something, give somebody somewhere a hand to reach out and pull from time to time.
I think that is one of the most wholesome answers I've ever heard.
Thank you. I'm a wholesome breed.
That's
breed.
Good. They're very rare.
Yeah, right?
Normally, you're just surrounded by, like, frat boys. Like,
yeah, I know.
I've been in the business college a lot. Throwing them under the bus.
I always have to.
Yeah, I've been in the business college a lot.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's like...
Steer clear.
Yeah.
Why are you even there?
I've decided just to put on, like, I'm going to get a management minor. I'm already in management, and then I regret it.
Easily. Frat boys will make you do that.
Yeah. And they're like, join my friend. I'm like, oh.
I can't even.
I can't.
That's great.
So, how was producing this first single? That's always an experience.
Yeah, producing is something I started picking up towards, I want to say, like, the beginning of my sophomore year in college, so, like, what is that, like almost 3 years ago? And producing is something that's like really fun, because you really get to, I like to produce for myself mainly. You get to just start music from the ground up and, completely make things organically how you want to. And yeah, the production for this one was super fun, super simple. all my friends, we were watching Sunday Night Football, I remember it, and it was just something I've been singing in my head like all day, like the piano part.
Right.
And I just pulled my laptop out without any, headphones or speakers or anything, and just started playing, and like everybody was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I just need to get this out."
Yeah.
And it turned out into this.
That's how most music is. You're like, I gotta do it.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it just comes out whether you want it to or not. And yeah, very thankful for that outburst of idea, whatever happened to me while watching men play football. But that's pretty much how it started. Really simple. Threw it together in about 3 days.
Wow.
And then like wrote the song in like 2 days.
That's real high turnover.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of songs that I make, either I spend like an eternity on, or there's stuff that just I can't help it, but it just flows out, you know what I mean? And this was kind of one of those tracks where it was inspired off of me just being in a very low part of my life for a week and a half, where I was super depressed, and my girl at the time was not happy with me and us, and I didn't want anybody to talk to me, and which is not the best way to deal with problems.
No.
But it was the way I was dealing with it, and it kind of just inspired this whole track, and it just kind of poured out of me. So yeah,
that's really great.
Yeah, thank you.
So I'll give them a liner.
Yeah.
And then we'll be right back with TinTin. We just learned about how he produced his first single, and we're going to come back and learn how his final project ended towards his goals. So
awesome.
We'll turn that on. Well, we'll be right back. You're listening to 89.1 WIDR Kalamazoo with DJ Bert Flowers and TinTin. Kalamazoo, this is DJ Bert Flowers right here on 89.1 WIDR Kalamazoo, your only source for radio evolution. And we have a friend today. Say hi, friend.
Hi, friend. I'm kidding. I'm TinTin, guys. Nice to meet you.
We're really excited just to have him here. So thank you so much for coming and reaching out to me.
Thank you for the opportunity. Seriously, it's great. This is awesome.
I'm glad you like it here in this dank little basement.
Yeah, no, it's better than being outside. So
you
can stay here as long as you want. I brought my sleeping bag.
I'm sure no one else might be. No one else might not show up.
Let's camp out.
We're camping. This is it. We'll never leave. So we heard about the inspirations behind your last project.
Mm-hmm.
Your newest single.
Mm-hmm.
Are you working on an EP? Yeah.
I'm working on an EP, and I also have an album that's like done with recording that I just need to mix and master, and I want to put that out like ASAP.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah. It was part of my school my college, Kalamazoo College, has this thing where you gotta do a senior thesis, whatever they're called. SIPs.
Yeah, they have them here too. Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, didn't even know that. But yeah, mine was a recording album, and like I was like, it's perfect for me to get started. It's called Duality, the Story of Sadboi, and it's done. It's pretty much basically about the real me and what I choose to cover up, and also inside and outside my depression as well, which is something I haven't been open about until music, and it's awesome to share that and have people hear that, because there's people that also are like me and don't share those kind of things. So hearing that is a really positive outlet for people, or at least I hope it will be. So that will be out in like 2-ish months, a month and a half-ish, whenever he lets me release it, basically. And whenever I finish, I still have to mix it and stuff. But yeah, that's going to be like the next big thing. And then I do have also an EP, a very short project that I'll put out shortly after my album, which will include Alone. I'm working on the title. Don't really have one right now, but like I've been working on those two things mainly for myself, and also stuff with other artists around the area. So that's currently what I've been trying to do as far as music.
So I know music can be real weird and wonky, and it doesn't really go always the way you want it to.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah.
Did Alone come out the way you first inspired it to be, or thought it would look like?
Wow, that's an interesting question, because thinking back on it, kind of no. With the production side of things, the first set of 808 like bass sounds that I used ended up like the file crashed, and like I couldn't get them back, and it sounded like crunching Cheetos. So I had to like delete that and find new 808s, which I ended up liking way better, which are the final cut ones. And then I also have a second-ish version of Alone where the second verse is like completely different, and I don't have that singing thing at the end. So, but I decided to rework it, and the song you hear now is the final song. But yeah, I did have some changes, which is not typical of my process of music. I usually, like, things either flow out or I work on it so much that I have it in my head dialed in so much that, like, I know what I want to say. So it's, like, the final cut. But this one, you know, there was, like, different ways that I thought I was going to go with it, which is really interesting. And I'm glad it turned out the way that it did because I really like it.
Yeah, of course. And normally during this spot when I stop to talk, I normally talk about shows that are happening around Kalamazoo.
Okay, yeah.
But we're going to... What have you been doing? What have you been doing? Any shows or been a part of anything else?
No, not as of late. We're trying to work out some shows that we'll put on for the spring, and obviously invite other artists in the area. We don't necessarily want to even be the main act. Our ensemble or our fiduciary is called Baby Blue Entertainment. It's a working LLC that works as like a publishing company and an independent record label, and we're gonna try to put on some shows to debut a lot of other Kalamazoo artists, especially in Kalamazoo College, where we kind of know a lot of people and came up from, and so yeah, that's pretty much our plan right now. Shows. Maybe we'll have some, maybe not. But I've basically been focusing on recording and getting stuff done in the studio. I got like a lot of projects worked out with various artists among Kalamazoo, especially myself and my group Spare Change, which is a rap ensemble that I'm a part of. So yeah, just like a lot of recording music stuff, not as much performances like we've done in the past and we will do in the future, but I kind of like this time.
I would love to get that from you one day, hopefully. Like just more information about you so we can put it out there for the public to know.
Absolutely, you can get that whenever you want.
Yeah,
just
of course.
give me a ring.
Don't. I'm excited.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I know you've had a lot of influence throughout your music. Is there anything growing up that influenced you to do what you're doing right now? Like music-wise, maybe?
Yeah, I guess one of the big influences of my life has been my auntie. She's been doing music her whole life, regardless of things that have come up in her life that have, taken her away from it, medical issues or, financial issues, but she's always been consistent throughout music, and I kind of picked up on that at a later age, seeing it earlier in my life and being like, wow, I can really, kind of do what I want to do regardless of, outside influences or anything like that. And also just growing up where I grew up, primarily white environment, trying to understand my identity as a black male, and growing up with parents that were middle class and a dad that had some, alcoholic problems and things like that, and kind of catered to my, mental struggles and just like how I came up in my environment. So taking all those things and being able to find an outlet through music has been really, beneficial to everything I've been doing.
It's really great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
So we're going to take a little break again, play a couple tunes. I'll have you pick one out again.
Sweet. I love that part.
And then when we come back, listeners can learn where they can find your music and where they can find you on social media.
Awesome.
For more information. And you are here on 89.1 WIDR Kalamazoo with DJ Bert Flowers and TinTin's.
Yeah.
We'll be right back with some tunes.